Okay, so we have talked about solving systems of linear equations a few different ways, and so what we're going to do today is practice that. So by the end of the lesson, you'll be able to write equations in slope-intercept form. You'll be able to solve systems of linear equations graphically, and then you'll be able to check the solution using a table. You'll also be able to solve it using LinSolve. All right. So we have two equations. They are in standard form. We need to write them in slope-intercept form. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is take x plus y equals 4 and solve for y. So we have y equals 4. We need to subtract x from both sides, and when we do, we have y equals x minus 4. 4 minus x, sorry, not x minus 4, 4 minus x. All right, so that's solve for y. Y is by itself, so that is true. We have 2x plus y equals 6. So we're going to leave y on the left. We need to subtract 2x from both sides. We're going to leave the 6 over here, but when we subtract 2x from both sides, this one goes away. I'm just going to do it like this real quick so I can remind you, right? All right, and then minus 2x. So when we do that, this makes this minus 2x. So we have y equals 6 minus 2x. Okay? All right. So I want the sketch of the graph, right? Okay, so with my, this is my y-intercept is at 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. My slope is -1. We know that if we go down 1 and over 1, we're going to have this little diagonal graph right here. I'm going to move this around. Oh, it's not going to work, is it? Let's try it again. Go from here. It's not working, is it? Try it one more time. Just doesn't like this computer, I don't think. Well, no, my little tool's not just going to work, so I'm just going to have to do this by freehand, aren't I? All right, so we're going to go down like so. All right, and then we have y equals 6 minus 2x, so I'll go up 2 more and then go down 2 and over 1. This is a point. Gosh. Okay. So what happens is I have an intersection right here, and it is at 2, 2. Looks like. Okay. Now I'm going to verify that with my calculator. Go to New, Graphs. We'll graph both of those. I have 4 minus x. I'm going to enter that, and I have 6 minus 2x. Hit that. Oh, hit Tab. 6 minus 2x. Hit Enter. Okay. Remember, we do Menu, Analyze Graph, look for the intersection of those two because that's where my solution is. And yes, it is at 2, 2. All right, so we did a good job sketching that. My solution is at 2, 2. Over here, I can get my table by doing Control T. I like it. All right. I'm going to go over to the right a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so if I have, say I have, I'm going to use the points 1, 2, and 3. My x values of 1, 2, and 3. So for my f1 of x, at 1, my y value is 3. At 2, my y value is 2. And at 3, my y value is 1. for my f2 of x, my y2, that's this one right here, okay? I'm talking about these, okay? My y value is 4 when x is 1. It is 2 when x is 2. And it is 0 when x is 3. And so when you look at these, I have 2, 2, and 2, 2. So my solution is 2, 2. Now, remember, I can use LenSolve to solve these. And so what I do is I go to my calculator. Let's do Control-Doc to add a calculator page. Hope you remember the steps. Okay, it is Menu, Algebra, Solve Systems. How many equations do I have? I have 2 of them, right? We can type in the original ones. Let's do that because we want to make sure that we solved correctly for y. They have variables of x and y in there. Do OK. We're going to type it in exactly as we see it. X plus y equals 4 on the top. On the bottom, we're going to type in 2x plus y equals 6. And then hit enter. And I get 2, 2, which is great because that's what we've gotten all along, right? All right, so I end up with 2, 2. And the directions say to write down what you've typed in. So pause the video and write down what you see in your calculator. Do that real quick so that we can move on. Okay, so just like it looks in the calculator, we wrote it down. Yes, these are little brackets. There's a difference between parentheses and brackets. You'll learn how to make those. You should be learning how to make those because you will from now on in math. So your solution was 2, 2. Okay? All right, let's move on to our next problem. All right, so in order to graph these in the calculator, we have to solve for y. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and I want you to solve for y and see if it matches up with mine when you come back, okay? Because you do need to practice that. Go ahead and graph it in your calculator and sketch the graph, okay? Also do that and we'll see how it goes, okay? Okay, so hopefully you got y equals 5 plus x for the first one and y equals 3 minus x on the second one. If not, pause your video and go back and see why. And then when you sketch those, you could graph it in your calculator and then sketch it from what you have on your calculator. And then we're going to find the intersection using Menu, Analyze Graph, Intersection, click, drag, click. So that is -1, 4. Okay, so that would be -1, 4. And then we're going to use LenSolve to check our answer. Okay, because remember we're going to use, we'll do Control-Doc, add calculator. We're going to use the original system here. Okay, so Menu, Algebra, Solve System. That way we know that we have solved everything correctly. If we do this, x minus y equals -5, not -5. On the bottom, we're going to put x plus y equals 3. On the bottom, hit enter. We have -1, 4. Okay, so our LenSolve works out. It is -1, 4. All right. Awesome. All right, one more. I want you to solve for y on these two. It's a little bit more involved on these. Come back and see how you did. Go ahead and sketch your graph if you want. And I'll be right back. Okay, so hopefully you got 8/3 minus y equals 8/3 minus 4/3x. And y equals -13/2 plus 1/2x. Remember, it is not always pretty whenever you're in algebra as far as, that didn't go in the right spot, did it? When we are, still didn't go in the right spot. when we solve, because we live in fraction land. Remember that. Okay, it's somewhere in there. I may be in the wrong spot. It may have the wrong. Blue line needs to be a different spot. Okay, so what I wanted was that point right there. Okay, because whenever I come over here, I'm going to do menu, analyze graph, intersection, click, drag, click. My solution is, or my intersection of those 2 point graphs, equations, linear equations, is 5, -4. I want to solve this. I want to check it with LenSolve, okay, because I want to make sure that I've solved for y correctly. Okay, so I need a calculator page. So I'm going to do Control Doc, add calculator, I'm going to do menu, algebra, solve systems. Remember, I have 2 equations. Both of them have x and y in it. I can hit OK. The top one's going on the top, 4x plus 3y equals 18. Oh, excuse me, equals 8, not 18. On the bottom, I have x minus 2y equals 13. Then I hit enter, and it gives me 5, -4. And that is awesome because that's what I got whenever I solved it algebraically, or excuse me, graphically with a graph. All right. So what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you to do the Canvas assignment. The rest of these problems in your packet are what is on the Canvas assignment. So you can work through those if you'd like, and do the Canvas assignment, and I will see you on the next video. You'll have a great day.